So I am with someone special today. Oh, this is gonna be an English video, I guess.
No, hold on.
He's so shy. This is where he comes from. Shenzhen 大学. Yeah. He was a Shenzhen uni student, and this is the car to wash clothes in the dorm.
One more gift.
Oh really? Oh, thanks a lot. He's giving me all these Christmas gifts. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love sparkling things. Muchas gracias. Gracias. So
well,
he's a Mexican
I am from Zacatecas.
living in the US.
I live in Chicago, and I've been following Mar Caribe's videos for about a year and a half.
Just after he found me in someone else's channel.
Yes, I came to meet her last year.
Just when I was about to go, like 5 a.m. he arrived to the airport.
Yes, I arrived to the airport at 6:45 a.m. Woke up that day at 5:30 a.m. and I got to meet her right before she left to China.
And we did a video which erased itself, I don't know how, so that's why he came for the second time to record it.
Yes, I was actually in Shenzhen this summer, and I went to take a Mandarin course, and she was very helpful in getting me a dorm at the university.
Oh, because I'm friends with it. So I guess you know that China is somehow about connections or contacts, just as Mexico is. So I made friends with the teacher in the dorm, and that's how I could reserve a dorm room for him, right? So how was the dorm experience in Shenzhen Uni compared to what you were expecting? Expectation vs reality.
Well, I like the experience of having to meet people from Korea, from Russia, very few people from
Latin?
USA,
Really?
and
Yeah.
some people from Colombia, and maybe one or two from Mexico. Because I went there during the summer, there was not a lot of people there, because they were a lot of them go back to their home, their countries for the summer break.
Yeah,
so
the ones
it was pretty empty during the summer.
Yeah,
There's
because
not a lot of people there.
a lot of people is studying there for the long run, like the long term, kind of 6 months. So I guess the one that is summer course is not very crowded.
Right, it's not very populated.
How many students were there in the classroom?
For the Mandarin course I took, there was, I want to say 40, and then after 4 weeks, we got split up
40?
into two groups of 20.
Oh, you mean, in total, like in
Yeah,
total?
40 in total, but then we were split into two different groups of 20.
20. Oh, wow. So he was studying there, it was his dream, and then he went back. Would you like to tell us more about your stay and why did you end up not finishing the course and going back in advance?
Well, I had a previous surgery a year before, and I felt that when I went to the doctors out there.
Okay, so first of all, he was experiencing some pain and he asked me for some doctors there, right? Could you tell us more about the doctor experience being in Shenzhen University or being a foreigner, like a USA person staying in China? How to call it?
Well, I was referred to Hong Kong University Hospital because I heard that Shenzhen University only has basic services for healthcare that they don't really specialize in.
Okay, I think it will be very interesting if you will share with us a little bit about your experience of going to the doctor, because that was one of the main reasons that he came back to the USA. He's living in Chicago, by the way. He came from Chicago just especially to meet me and bring me these health chips, which I love. No, that's just, he come for Christmas season to meet his family, but also he brought to me so many different raw vegan snacks, of course, which I ordered. Oh, he's so nice. Thanks a lot for your gifts. You know, you're welcome to give some gifts to the YouTuber here. Thanks, my dear fan. So let's go back to the subject and tell us more about what were your expectations of doctors, like visiting a doctor in China, and what was that you really found out to be, and why did you came back?
When I was there, I was told that at Hong Kong University Hospital, the doctors all spoke English. When I went there...
Who told you about going there? Students there?
Students.
Okay.
And as well as the dorm teacher, which was Mr. Pine.
Ah, yeah.
He referred me to that hospital, and I went there specifically because I was told everyone spoke English. When I went there, I specifically said I wanted to see a urologist, and when I went for my appointment, the urologist did not speak English well. Okay, so I recommend people that visit China. For them, if they're gonna see a doctor, always have a friend to go with you who can help you translate, just in case that even though it's a hospital where it may have doctors that speak English, maybe not all the specialists will speak English. Therefore, I recommend if you have to visit a doctor, go with a friend or your provider or a classmate with you to help you translate in case necessary.
Okay, so we're gonna give some scores like Zozo or like no. And what about Chinese food? Up to you. Of course, it's upon his perspective. Don't take anything for like too serious, you know? Each one of us have their own opinions. Chinese food?
I'd say if you like Chinese food in USA, I think you'll definitely like Chinese food in Asia, in China. It may be a little different, maybe it may taste a little different than Chinese food in America. Such things like fortune cookies, you will not find out there. You won't find
fortune cookies, that's nice, it's funny.
Maybe the fried rice won't taste the same. They hardly ever eat fried rice. Most of them will only eat white rice. So after all, I like the food. In my experience, it tastes a lot more fresh.
Okay, so
definitely.
Like, nice. Okay, let's go to the second one. Ladies. Chinese women. The weakness of many men out there in this channel.
Well,
love them? Yeah. I prefer others.
Well, if you are into
Asian,
I would say, I preferably would say that white skin does not really matter. They prefer, they care much about keeping their skin very light, very white.
There's a lot of whitening products out there.
I think that they're more worried about keeping themselves very thin,
slim,
very slim. In my opinion, I guess that may or may not matter. So I'll say that, so.
So what is your type?
I'll say that the skin
curvy,
does not have to be,
curvy Latina,
very white. You don't have to be very thin either. It may or may not.
So that sounds like really a curvy Latina brown girl.
Maybe.
Okay, so that's nice. Okay, let's keep going. Third one will be cost of living. Like, oh, that's great. Cheap, no, so, and not cheap at all.
Well, as far as my experience, I didn't go grocery shopping, or I didn't buy any clothes out there. I'll say that, and I was living at the dorm, so I don't know much about how rent cost over there. I'll say I think that some restaurants, good quality, may be more expensive than in the USA, but it varies. So I'll say
so. So another so. What do you guys think about this one?
I think that you can find cheaper things than in USA, or you can find things that are more expensive. So
yeah,
it just really depends on what your lifestyle is.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe what he perhaps wanted to say is like some things that are same quality than in USA will be a little bit more expensive there, but it really depends on whether if it's local or imported, etc. Let's go on to the fifth one. Will be weather. Oh, I love the weather in Shenzhen. Not at all.
Well, since I was there just for the summer, the weather was very humid, very hot, maybe over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but it just felt very humid. Not every
Sweaty,
day, not every day, but If it's a raining day, it may not be as hot, it may not be as humid, but for the most part, during the time I was there in July, it is very humid and it's very hot.
So would you like
I
that?
do not like. I did not like that at all.
So that'll be a dislike, I guess.
Yeah, I like degrees like in the 70s, so yeah, it's a dislike for the summer. I don't know how it is during the winter, but for the summer, it's too hot, too humid. I dislike it.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's go to the number 6. How is that called? Sixth in English?
6.
Yeah, like fifth, third.
Oh, 6th.
Sixth? Okay. So, beverages.
Beverages. Well,
I mean like
like Sprite.
Sprite. That's not a Chinese beverage.
No, I don't.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
What did I try?
what you were offered there, like teas and the hot water, that kind of issue. Could you tell more about how did you like those beverages? I mean, beverages in China.
Well, I did try different kinds of teas. I liked them. I don't remember what.
He was
they
telling me
were,
something
but-
about the hot water, like he wasn't used to. Like in the USA, they always serve this
Well,
ice.
they offered me a glass of water, which I was shocked when I drank it. It was hot
Shocked.
water
Sure.
instead of cold water.
So
So that was something that you may experience.
So he just take for granted that it's gonna be cold because back in the USA, as you may all guys here watching from there know that it's like super cold. In Mexico, we don't have that kind of culture of drinking really iced or hot. It's just like room temperature kind of water, right?
Yes, yes.
So did you like that issue about the hot water, or you just were like?
I don't have a problem drinking hot water.
That's one of
It's
the
just-
secrets of how they stay slim, you know,
It's
to
just
burn
that
that
I was
fat.
just shocked when
Sure.
I got hot water instead of cold water.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, thanks a lot for being here in the channel, and I hope that we'll see you soon again. And until the next time, bye bye. Merry Christmas, Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas, Happy New Year.
Kisses to all of you.
Bye.